This is how to keep it on the hook.
Right through the tough part. That's all I do right there. And I only put it in there one time. You want to keep, yeah, it's a 2/0 circle hook.
Is that a polymer? What kind of knife?
No, I snelled it on there.
Oh, you snell.
Yeah, which I'm gonna show y'all how to do. So that's my #1 bait. If I can only take one the rest of my life, imagine how many different fish you can catch with just a small 1/3 piece of the shrimp. That float goes down there, which the current will carry that float there. So that's how to hook on a shrimp. Now, let's look how to hook on a clam where it'll stay on the hook. This is for any, well, this will first cover clam. You're gonna put it through the foot first. That's the tough part. And if you don't throw very hard, that's gonna stay on the hook because that foot is tough. But I'm gonna show you how to make it bulletproof. You can throw it as hard as you want to. Take it and come around 180 degrees and get it through both sides of the belly. Just like that. Now, in a circle hook, you want the gap to stay open because if the gap's not open, it won't really hook the fish because the way it works, the fish swallows it, he turns to run away and it starts coming out of his mouth and the circle hook either wraps around his jaw here or here. 999 times out of 1,000, you will not gut hook a fish with a circle hook because the point wraps all the way back around and points to the shank of the hook. This is not hooking me because it curls this way, but that wraps perfectly around their jawbone. All right, now we're gonna really make it bulletproof. I want you to hold this, you'll be the rod. And I'm gonna, for any kind of soft bait, which I use this for ghost shrimp, I use it for ghost crabs, and more importantly, clams. There we go. All right, so this is called, the generic term for it is called bait thread. If y'all take that and pass it this way, and take a piece of it and pass it that way.
Bait thread.
Bait thread. Now the brand, this is so cool. Back in the 70s, I was using dental floss. You want to try to tie dental floss onto a hook? That is hard. But this stuff is pure elastic, and there's no knots. This is the cool thing about this. If you buy one of these little things, the generic term is bait thread, but you want to buy this. It's called Miracle Thread.
Miracle thread.
Don't buy anything else except this because either it's too thin, or it's too thick, or it's not as stretchy as this brand. Miracle Thread. Now watch, this is the cool part. You want to pull out about 5 or 6 inches. Then you want to get a little piece, about 1 inch long, 1/2 inch long, and raise it a little higher. So she's the rod, my bait's right there. I'm first going, actually lower it, I'm sorry. The first thing I'm gonna do is attach it to the hook. And the way you attach it to the hook is you lay it across the top of the hook by the eye, okay? Now I'm pinching it really hard, see that? And I'm simply gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 while it's stretched tight. Then I'm gonna slide that slimy clam up on the hook. And now I'm going to make a cocoon.
Oh my gosh.
I like to go about 12 times, not pulling really tight. I'm strapping that clam to the hook. One of my buddies nicknamed it a clam grub. After about 12 times, put it between your fingers, and that's it.
And it stays.
It is not coming off. It won't come unraveled.
You don't even have to tie it up.
Then no knots. No knots.
Oh my gosh, I can use that for bottom fishing.
Where'd you buy that?
Some of the local tackle stores have it. Well, one of them does, but mainly order on the internet. It's like $5. Miracle Thread.
Miracle thread.
It's by Atlas, ATLAS.
I texted it.
Yeah.